Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for Wednesday, 6th October 2021. We're going to talk about the Devereaux first. The whole situation with Toby. I think ever since Marcus has come into the scene, he seems to be more agitated, more stressed, more unpredictable, like just more unhinged right now. And he did the right thing by seeing a therapist. And even then, I felt worried for the therapist's safety as well, because he was just very tensed up, clenching his jaw, his fists. He's just very unpredictable character right now, because don't forget what he's been through as a child as well. And also this whole situation with Lisa, that he's killed his own cousin, and it's not a good situation for him. And I think everything's been woken up. Old skeletons have been woken up ever since Marcus has come into the scene. That's just how I feel. Luckily, I think the therapist is actually very clever, or she could be a psychiatrist as well. So whichever she is, I don't want to cause offence getting the job title wrong. But she's very, very smart in ending the session early. Especially, I think she kind of wanted to get a bit more out in the end to see why Toby wants to do this act of kindness for his granddad. And I think Toby kind of knew what the psychiatrist is trying to get at. So, before he does something, I think the psychiatrist kind of ended it there earlier as well. So, end of the session. And he was also, don't forget earlier from that scene, he also kind of momentarily lost his anger a bit in front of his family at the dog, when they were all just having a drink and some snacks, I believe. And Marcus is, just a typical teenager, just saying, he needs to control his anger issues and such. And, I think Felix even said his dad, can't stop it now, my man, something like that. And, I think you can tell he's a very strong, tensed character, and I think the family feel it as well. My take on all that is, I think obviously the sooner the whole Lisa situation is revealed, the better. But I think Toby was a bit of a good actor as well. And I think obviously because once the Lisa situation is revealed, he's going to get, I think, either put in prison. So we're not going to say goodbye to him as an actor and as a character as well, most likely. So who knows what the situation is going to be now. Anyway, we're going to move on to the whole situation with Sienna being banned from attending Brody's wake at Salon de Terre, Marnie's cafe. Not sure why it has that fancy name, but Marnie. And I think Brody's best friend, Damon, banned her basically and said she can't come because of her, everything's ended in like this. So I think he believes that Brody would have been alive, or it would have been a better situation if Sienna hasn't got involved with him because of her, he's dead and such. And fair enough, but obviously you can't really ban someone from coming to the wake or funeral if that person who passed away, loved that person. Do you know what I mean? So maybe, I don't know, I think Brody's being overprotective, but I don't know. What do you guys think? It was very sad as well. He's lost his best mate since childhood, and in the end we saw him carrying a Statue of the Liberty kind of figure, and he was just, because don't forget, they wanted to go to America, open up a bar, and their dreams are just crushed. I mean, it's a very tough time for Damon as well. I get it's very hard for him, but he can't just ban someone, the love of Brody's life as well, Sienna, because he was always put Sienna first. Brody did, no matter how many times he tried not to care for her. I think it's the whole situation. Again, maybe everyone does need a bit of space, but I think if Sienna just attended the wake, maybe she wouldn't hold this. Damon would at least not be accountable for, someone not attending Brody's wake and stuff. But it was a pretty quiet wake, because there's only a handful of people there. I think obviously Sienna, if Sienna was there as well, then I don't know actually. Maybe that could have been worse, but again, it's a tough one, to be honest. Let me know what you guys thought about that as well. Now we talked about the Devereaux, we talked about Sienna, Brody, Damon, Liberty, and we're gonna move on to the Cunninghams/Morgans. There's this new lady on the square, Becky, tried applying for a job at Luke's stall or Cindy's stall, burger bar, whatever you want to call it. I think Luke said something by accident. He doesn't know what he's saying. Sounds like probably like a sexist remark. And then Becky got really offended, put it up on Twitter and such, and then obviously it caused a bit of backlash, and affects everyone, affects the business, affects the family. I think Zara tried talking to Becky. I think Becky's one of those conspiracy theorists. Apparently illnesses or something doesn't exist according to her, but fair enough. She sounds like a quite strong character as well. I think Zara came up with the idea to put Luke's kind of condition on print it on the burger bar, help educate the public and stuff, and obviously make them aware that if anything happens, then they got something to read as well, and learn as well. And I think that's actually a very good idea, to be honest. Definitely, and obviously if we can see things like this in real life, 100% I am for it. And also, I think the family needs to stay away from that character, Becky. I think she's trouble. I think everyone needs to stay away from her because she does sound a bit like a nut job. But let me know what you think as well below. What you thought of the episode, if you can remember that. And if you think I've missed anything out, please do subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy these reviews. And make sure to tune into my next episode review. Hope you all have a nice day on this beautiful sunny day. Peace.